Yahoo Finance's Alexis Keenan joins us with the latest. Hey, Alexis.
Hey, Rochelle. So, yes, arguments are already underway in these two cases. They're cases where 6 Republican-led states and also 2 borrowers, student loan borrowers that do have student loan debt, they're challenging the Biden administration's plan to forgive $400 billion, that's the cost at least to U.S. taxpayers of student loans. Now, the parties, they say that the plan is illegal and should not be able to be carried out. And so far in these arguments, the justices across the ideological spectrum, they're asking some questions and are really skeptical about a few things. First is the scope of the law, and the one that's at issue here is the HEROES Act. And what the justices are asking is, did Congress mean to give the Education Secretary and the executive branch here this broad authority to waive student loans, or did they simply mean to give enough authority in the law to modify student loan debt? Also, they're asking about a Supreme Court created legal concept, and that's called the Major Questions Doctrine. And what it does is it's invoked when a federal agency takes an action of, quote, vast economic and political significance. And the justices here are asking, well, isn't $400 billion an amount that should be addressed by the Major Questions Doctrine, because that is a sweeping large amount of spending by the executive branch. They're also asking about standing and whether the parties here even have the right to bring these federal lawsuits. And standing is about whether there's actually a particularized harm that either the states or the borrowers would suffer if this program is rolled out. And finally, also questions about just general fairness of this rule. One of the questions was about how do we make it fair to those who have already paid off their student loans? Those borrowers should be not discriminated perhaps against. And also, what about the taxpayers who never took loans at all? Should they be on the hook for this kind of bill? Look, the justices, the way they're phrasing it is, how do we address the fact that this is nearly $500 billion that the government is looking to spend without some express, or at least more express, kind of mandate from Congress? They're saying, should Congress be stepping in here? Rochelle?